just tell him I rose up. I'm a survivor. Fight for my life. Coming back stronger. I will rise. I'm a survivor. Fight for my life. Coming back stronger.
Hello guys, hope you're all well. So today we're going to be looking at all the EFL Championship teams' expectations for next season, or what they should potentially be aiming for next season. Before we get into the video guys, please be sure to hit the like button. Let's aim for 130 likes again on today's video. I know you can do it, and also please click the subscribe button. We are looking to go for 1,000 subscribers before the new season starts. It would genuinely mean the world to me if we can get there, so please hit the subscribe button. It does really help, and it will really help the channel grow. Okay, let's get straight into it then, shall we? Right, so we've got 5 categories here. We've got survival, mid-table, playoff push, so those who should be potentially pushing for a playoff spot, going straight into the playoffs, and then the automatic promotion spots. Right then, we're going to go in no particular order. Let's start out with... Let's get my team Southampton out of the way. Let's go for autos. Automatic should be Southampton's main priority next season. Promotion at least, but mainly autos. We've got the squad to do it. Will Steele sounds like a very, very good manager. I've seen his skills, I've seen his tactics, and they are very, very good. And we've made a couple of good signings already. We've made a signing of Joshua Kwasi, and we're potentially looking at a signing of Damien Downs, a striker from FC Köln, if that's how you pronounce it, over there in Germany. So yeah, we're making a couple of good signings already, so hopefully we can push on next season, do really well, and get promoted back to the Premier League. But yeah, I'm going to go autos for Southampton. Let's go for Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough, I'm going to go for playoffs. Every season from now, well, for quite a while now, their expectation has been playoffs. So we're going to stick with playoffs. Even with the new manager of Rob Edwards, they should still be trying to push for a playoffs at least. With the squad they've got, they should be able to do it. But it's whether the players can get used to Rob Edwards' style of play next season and do it really well. So yeah, playoffs for Middlesbrough. Let's go for Wrexham now. Wrexham should be survival at least. I know some people are predicting them to finish higher, some of them are predicting them to go down, but in the middle I'd say it's the perfect start for Wrexham. Survive next season and then try and push on from there, and yeah, try and prove everybody wrong again. I personally think they'll finish about 18th, so I think they'll be okay next season. It depends on their signings though, and yeah, if they make some really good signings, they might go up a bit, like maybe mid-table or playoff push. But survival right now, I think is the perfect spot for Wrexham right now. Next up, let's go for who should we go for next? Let's go Bristol City. Bristol City, I think, should be a playoff push again. They did really well last season. I think they proved everybody wrong, including me. Like, I predicted them to finish mid-table because they pretty much always do that in the Championship. But last season they did really, really well, and they got into the playoffs despite the playoffs not going so well for them. You know, losing 6-0 on aggregate and against Sheffield United isn't the best of a playoff season anyway. But you know, they still did it really well. They had some very good results in them. They did, like I said, they did really, really well. So yeah, playoff push for Bristol City for me. Next up, let's go for... this is difficult now. Let's go Derby next. Derby, I'd say mid-table. The manager of John Eustace, I think he's a very good manager. If he can make the right signings like he has done already, he's signed Colton Morris from Luton Town, which I think is quite a good signing. But yeah, mid-table for Derby now. With the merger of John Eustace, he should be trying to aim for those sort of positions. Some people would say survival again for them, but I'd go with mid-table. With that manager and some good players, I think he should be up here next season. Right, let's go for Blackburn. Oh, Blackburn, I'll say playoff push again. Even with the troubles that they've got at the club, they were pushing for the playoffs last season. They nearly did it. Unfortunately, on the last day, Bristol City just beat them to that final playoff spot. But I think next season, if they make the right signings and they play really well, then I think they should be in a playoff push again. But yeah, that's where I'm going to put Blackburn for next season. Let's go with Norwich. Norwich again, I think should be a playoff push with a manager of Liam Manning. I think he did very, very well for Bristol City last season. Yeah, especially last season, getting them into the playoffs. With the squad that Norwich have got, if they keep Sargent and Sainz and most of their key players, you know, they signed the likes of Darling. They're looking at another striker, another defender who I can't remember, but. Yeah, Norwich every season should be at least a playoff push or go straight into the playoffs, but I'm going to say playoff push for now. Let's go Sheffield Wednesday next. With the club that is at now, the state that the club's at now, it should be survival. No, I feel so sorry for the Sheffield Wednesday fans. I think I said this in a previous video. Their owner is literally trying to kill that club. Like. Literally just yesterday, I believe I heard that a lot of players have basically been removed from the club or something. Their contracts had to be dismissed or something. I don't know, but yeah, Sheffield Wednesday are in a right state right now, and I feel sorry for their fans because they're the ones who have to sit through this. Like Chanziri is a very, very bad owner, and you can tell that from what he's doing with Sheffield Wednesday. And I do see people saying like, "Oh, that's good. I'm glad they're in that state." But before you say that about Sheffield Wednesday, think about how you'd feel if your club was in this situation. You wouldn't like that then, would you? So yeah, Sheffield Wednesday should be survival for me, especially with the state of the club at the moment. Feel so sorry for their fans. Next up, let's go with another newly promoted side. Let's go with Birmingham. Birmingham, with the squad that they've got, I'll go playoff push. Birmingham did very, very well last season, broke the EFL record of 111 points, which is insanely good. So well done, Birmingham. And with the budget they've got a good manager. Some good players, you know, they've just signed Tommy Doyle on loan from Wolves, which is a very, very good signing there. I think they should be in a playoff push at least, especially with everything they've got right now. Birmingham, I predicted to finish in the playoffs in my earlier predictions. I think I may stick with that come the official predictions video. But yeah, as of right now, playoff push for Birmingham. They look really solid for next season. Let's go with Ipswich next. Should be autos. I think out of all the teams in here, they have the best chance to finish top of the league next season with the squad they've got. Kieran McKenna is a very, very good manager. I'm really scared for their squad next season. I'm scared about coming up against them on the second game week of the season, going up against Ipswich at Portman Road. And I know we beat them last season, but this season they're going to look for revenge and trying to go back up to the Premier League. So yeah, autos for Ipswich for me. Let's go for Pompey next. I'd say mid-table. As much as I don't like him because it is Pompey, I'm a Southampton fan, as you can see, so they are our rivals. But for their aim next season is to at least get mid-table. They've got a good squad. They've got a good manager in Messinio. And yeah, I think they should be mid-table at least, trying to push for that. I'm looking forward to the derbies next season. I'm really, really gutted because the day we play Pompey at St Mary's, I'm actually away on another cruise holiday that day. So yeah, very, very gutted on that. But hopefully it gets moved to the Sunday or the Monday because I do come back on that Sunday. So Hopefully it gets moved to the Sunday or the Monday so that I can actually experience it. But if it's still on the Saturday at like a lunchtime kick-off, I'm going to be very, very disappointed, because next season would have been my very, very first time experiencing the South Coast Derby in person. So I'm very, very gutted about that. But hey ho, at least I still get a holiday, you know. But anyways, to all the Southampton and Portsmouth fans, hope you enjoy the derby. You know, obviously I really hope that Southampton win that derby because I'm a Southampton fan. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoys it. It's been ages since we played each other in an actual league game. I know we played each other in a cup game a few years ago, but yeah, really looking forward to seeing what that looks like, or either in person or when I watch it when we play at Fratton Park later on in the season. But yeah, Pompey's aim for next season should be mid-table. You know, I could just be a Southampton fan and just say relegation, but you know, no team is ever going to aim for relegation, are they? If your club literally aims for relegation, that is just a really weird club. But anyways, right, let's move on then. Let's go to Coventry next. Coventry, I'd say playoffs with the squad that they've got. They've got Frank Lampard as the manager. I thought he did really well for Coventry. You know, took them from 17th in the table last season straight to the playoffs. I thought that was some achievement right there. So Coventry, brilliant fans, brilliant players, brilliant manager. Obviously, you guys know the Coventry fan on YouTube called Matt SB. I watch his content a lot, and yeah, he's a very, very good person. So yeah, Coventry gets every single bit of respect from me. I really like Coventry there. I've got a real big soft spot for them. But yeah, playoffs is their aim for next season for me. Right, Sheffield United next. I say either playoffs or autos, but I'd go autos. You know, missing out on the player of promotion last season in the playoff final. I think their aim should still be autos. With Ruben Sellers as the manager, I think he could do well for them. It all depends on how well the players gel with the new style of play that they've got now. But yeah, Sheffield United, despite missing out on promotion last season, they should still be looking for autos. So yeah, automatic promotion for Sheffield United for me. Next up, let's go for QPR. QPR, same mid-table again. Always their aim for every single season now. Unless they do actually, because they've got some good players now, they've made a few good signings, so you could say playoff push. But as of right now, just to keep them steady, I would go mid-table for QPR. Still got lots of respect for QPR. I have a lot of respect for every single club, apart from one club. You know exactly what club that is. But yeah, QPR mid-table for me. Next up, let's go with Stoke. Again, mid-table with Mark Robins as the manager. I think he could do well for them. You've just got to give him time. I think they'll make some good signings, but again, mid-table for Stoke for me. Next up, Swansea, playoff push. I think they did really, really well towards the end of last season. Picked up lots of really good results. They've got a good manager now. So I think with the right backing and the right players, I think they should be able to be in a playoff push next season. So yeah, that's where Swansea are for me. Next up, Oxford, again, survival. I think a lot of people, including myself, are predicting them to have second season syndrome and go down next season. But it is difficult. I think next season will be the hardest championship season there ever will be for quite some time, because every single club here is going to want to try their best at everything. So yeah, Oxford are probably going to go for survival for me. So their fans, they'll probably want to go for mid-table next season, but which is understandable. You know, that Gary Rowett did really well with them, keeping them up quite comfortably. But again, I'd say survival is their main aim for next season again. Next up, let's go with Leicester. Despite the points deduction, I say playoffs. You know, it's Leicester, very, very good squad despite the point deduction. We obviously don't know how big the point deduction is going to be. If it is at least like 12 points, then I would say playoff push. But if it's anything smaller than that, like a -5 or something, they should still at least get into the playoffs or automatics. Honestly, if it didn't have the point deduction, I'd go here straight away. but because of the point deduction, I'd go playoffs with a bare minimum. Their squad is very, very good. Whichever manager comes in, they've got a good squad in their hands straight away. So, yeah, playoffs for Leicester for me. Next up, let's go Watford. Well, Watford should be a playoff push. They always should be in a playoff push, despite what's happening. Again, I feel sorry for their fans, because I swear that club is like manager city, isn't it? Every single season they at least sack one manager or two. And I feel sorry for their fans, because every single season they've got to sit with the thought going, oh, I wonder how good this manager is going to do for us now. Every single season they switch managers, and it's like, just stick with the manager. He's going to get you in playoffs at some point, couldn't he? So, yeah, I feel sorry for the Watford fans, but I think, again, there should be playoff push. I'm going to make a bold prediction and saying Watford are going to sack the manager again. Just because that's what they're like at the moment. It's as if, like, if they don't make the playoffs, or if they don't get promoted, their manager is sacked. That's literally what it looks like. So, yeah, Watford fans, I feel very sorry for you. But, anyways, your expectations should be a playoff push at least. Let's go with Charlton. I've got a lot of respect for Charlton, but the next season should be survival. They just got promoted through the League One playoffs. Everybody's predicting them to go down. I don't. I quite like them. I think they'll be okay. I think they'll survive next season, but their main aim should be survival next season. Preston, I'd say mid-table. That's their aim for pretty much every season. Preston fans would prefer to go for a playoff push, but every single season they at least finish mid-table or survival. So I'll go mid-table for Preston there. Millwall playoff push. I think they did very well last season. Pushed very well towards the playoffs. Nearly got in there, but unfortunately was a bit too inconsistent, and they managed to miss out on the playoffs, and Bristol City got it instead. But Millwall, I think they're a good squad. They've got a good manager, and if they keep up their good work at the moment, I think eventually they will reach the playoffs. So yeah, next season should be a playoff push for me, for Millwall. Same thing with West Brom. West Brom should always be in the playoff push. Again, just like Middlesbrough, I think these two are always in a playoff conversation at least every single season. So yeah, playoff push for West Brom for me. They've got a good well, to be fair, we don't know how good their manager is going to be, but yeah, we'll just go with that. Playoff push for West Brom for me. And then finally, Hull City. They're a bit like Watford, aren't they, at the moment? They sacked their manager, and the sackings of their manager so far have been quite harsh. Let's go survival, because we actually don't know what their manager is going to be like, do we? Yeah, Hull, very, very harsh sacking Ruben Sellers, where he's just gotten used to stay up. Just like they did with Liam Rossinha, you know, he got you to finish just outside the playoffs, like 7th place, and then you sack him. Then you get Ruben Sellers, got you to stay up, sack him. So we just have to wait and see what their new manager does, don't we? I know a lot of Hull fans would rather me put them in mid-table, but because we don't know how well that manager is going to do for them, because of what they do with the managers, if they don't get what they want, they'll have to go into survival. They're a bit like Watford at the moment. If you don't get us in the playoffs, if you don't get us promoted, you're sacked, pretty much, which I think is very, very harsh. You should have at least given Ruben Sellers another season or two just to get used to being at Hull, seeing what he can actually do for them, and then made a decision. But making a decision to sack him after like 4 or 5 months of him being there, going to stay up, and then sacking him, very, very harsh in my opinion. But anyways, that is the expectations of these clubs in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Obviously, don't get too nasty in the comments. Please keep the comment section very friendly. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.